hatsauce.com.
Here's a review, I made it just for you. The new Evil Dead movie, I dare you to see. And I am back. Did you miss me? Sorry guys, but I've been pretty sick. I was attacked by dust mites. Just Google it. I was so incapacitated, there were so many movies that I wanted to see, but I didn't get to see. Spring Breakers, G.I. Joe, but I am slowly recovering from my battle of dust mites! I'm back from the dead to do a movie review on the Evil Dead. Coincidence? I think not. Did I do it on purpose? I don't know. But here we go. So there's a new Evil Dead movie. Got a reboot, reimagination, rebirth of the original franchise. If you didn't know there was an original, just Google it or look up on Wikipedia because I'm not going to explain it to you. What's important about this new Evil Dead movie is that it's produced by the guys that made the original Evil Dead franchise. You got Sam Raimi, the director, Bruce Campbell, the star of the original trilogy, and then Robert G. Tappert. This new guy, Fede Alvarez, the writer-director of this new movie, came to these guys and were like, you know what? Let's do another one. And he convinced them. And I don't know how he did it. Maybe he had to suck some. But otherwise, I'm glad he convinced them because this movie is fantastic. Let me say this first, man. Cabin in the Woods taught us so much. There's just so many red flags in the movie. No, don't spend the majority of your time in the freaking cabin in the woods. It's a bad thing. Oh, gee whiz, there's this book that's covered up in a garbage bag and barbed wire. Gee, maybe I'll just snip it open and read it anyway. If that's not a red flag for death is on its way, then I don't know what is. But for people who have watched and learned from Cabin in the Woods, it's like, okay, they have to be stupid so that this movie and its plot can proceed. And then everyone will die. There's 5 characters. What did Cabin in the Woods tell us? There's gonna be a scholar or a smart guy, a jock or the athletic dude, and then there's like the virgin, and then there's the complete opposite, the whore, and the jester. Was there a funny person in this movie? Well, in Cabin in the Woods, it was the pothead. Going from that, if the jester is going to be a drug-addicted kind of character, then I guess the role would go to the main girl. Now, I never heard of this girl. Her name is Jane Levy, and she plays the main girl in the movie, Mia. She's great. She's fantastic. You seen the trailer? She's the girl that goes, "You have to get me out of here." And the lead guy in this movie is the brother, and his name is David. Played by Shiloh Fernandez, who looks like he's pissed off half the time in the movie. And I don't know, I didn't really like him. Then he has a girlfriend named Natalie, whose sole purpose is to be a girlfriend. But I have 5, right? And there's Olivia, who's like a nurse, who's gonna be like the medical advisor for Mia's detoxification. Even though I didn't like David, I did like the other male guy. His name's Eric, and he's like a teacher. A high school teacher whose curiosity is what dooms everyone. And we're like, don't read the book! But he does anyway. Like, how can you like the guy that causes all the trouble, who reads the book and dooms everyone? Well, I'm not going to explain to you, but I'm pretty sure, like me, you'll end up liking Eric over David. And usually the story goes like this. 5 friends get together in a cabin in the woods and they just want to goof around and whatever, right? But in this Evil Dead movie, they have a different reason. Mia is a heroin addict and they want to help her. I guess forcing her to stay in a cabin. This is actually like a family cabin where her mom and her dad and her whatever ancestors inherited. Even the location of it is like, red flag! Then I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was a strong enough reason to be alone in a cabin in the woods. The first 20-30 minutes of the movie, it's like, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. But once you get past all it and the movie gets going, boy does it get going. If you're a fan of the original Evil Dead movie and you've seen it 100 times and you know all the cool cinematic techniques, it's all here. Able to pinpoint all the cool techniques. Like, hey, I remember that. How Sam Raimi gets into really tight, detailed shots. Or when a chick's walking in the forest and then the camera starts going. Yeah, but it's all there. And as horrifying and gory and bloody and violent as this movie was, at the same time, it was like a videographer's dream. It's so beautifully shot. The director has such good style, such good technical competence. He's great, man. Shiloh Fernandez's first movie, man, great stuff. And, you know, if you gotta ask me, was the movie scary? What kind of question was that? Yes, it's very scary. It's great. Was I scared? No, not really. It's not a bad thing. I'm just one of those guys. And I'm pretty sure I said this before. One of those guys that are just sitting in the movie theater and whenever something scary happens, I'm just going like, so good. It's coming. It's coming. Something bad's gonna happen. Ah! Was I scared? No, but I could see all the reasons why this movie is scary. It's like one of the coolest scary movies I've ever seen, man. Hands down, the scariest movie of the year so far. I don't know what's gonna top that. But this is some dark stuff. It's not a perfect movie, but it's damn near perfect scary movie. But yeah, man, like once you get past how stupid these people really are in the first 20-30 minutes, like you almost forget about it. Because the next hour is hell. And if you're like me and you had Cabin in the Woods in the back of your head, you could, you know, just pinpoint it yourself and just figure out, you know, yeah, they have to do that or else we wouldn't have a movie. And Jane Levy is like my new favorite actress now. And I hope she's not dubbed as a scream queen, because I think Jane Levy has a lot more to offer than just sticking with horror movies. He's got talent. I do miss Bruce Campbell though.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Overall, man, Evil Dead, I clapped in the movie theater. I was actually cheering. But then again, I'm kind of weird because this movie is not for the faint of heart. It's so graphic, it's so violent, but at the same time, it's really, really beautiful to look at. Great cinematography, great visuals. If there's one thing that could get you through this movie, you know, understand how the structure of a scary movie is supposed to go out, like watching Cabin in the Woods, and if you have it sitting in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, this is kind of supposed to happen because it's a scary movie, then, you know, you could help anticipate it. Keep out for the red flags. It's not really a red flag, it's just a term. And for me personally, I had a fun time being scared, even though I said I kind of wasn't scared, because I like being scared. But it's the scariest movie of 2013 so far, and I don't know if anyone's gonna top it for a while, unless they make Evil Dead 2. And I would give it a A-. But with the new grading system that I have with Hat Sauce, I would give it 4.2. It doesn't have like the best writing. Damn, was it entertaining. So much fun, scary. And usually when I like a movie, I do this review and be like, go see it, go see it, go see it. But Evil Dead is an exception. Yes, I'd like you to go see it, but don't bring your kids and brace yourself, because this movie is... So go see it. I dare you.